Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the #1 party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show so they know that I still got.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, and we're back. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good
and
morning.
AJ? No,
We're doing great. We're doing fabulous.
I can see it.
Good morning.
What
Good
a morning.
everybody. What a morning.
I'm still waking
Starting
up,
early.
so bear with me.
Yeah, you're always waking up, Jenny. So
Well, it
let's
is
get
morning.
right into it. Birthday
Well,
cakes.
it is morning. That's usually what happens in the morning. Whoa! Wait a
We
minute.
usually wake up.
Oh, that's how we're starting the day? We're starting it off like that?
Yeah, what's everybody's thoughts on this? Would you take a naked picture with your puppy?
The dog is.
Would I
really
take a naked photo with my dog?
Yeah,
The dog is gorgeous.
it is. It's beautiful.
What about
dog.
Britney Spears?
He looks
Do you feel like she's
terrified
gorgeous?
for his life.
Your dog's so
Brittany.
cute.
What is happening? Is
Did she
covering
post
up
this
her
herself or
pregnancy?
someone posted it?
I'm just confused. Like
But she announced
she's
that
pregnant,
she's pregnant.
right? People, she's pregnant.
With the dog?
This is a pregnant mother.
With a dog.
That's what she's doing.
What?
Is this her pregnancy photo?
That's her pregnancy photo.
I'm just confused.
No, wait a minute.
I
I have
mean,
a question.
Oh,
Did
wow.
she post that or someone else posted it, like her baby daddy or
She
something?
did.
no, she posted
She
it.
did.
Oh,
The only thing
she's
I will
fully
say
aware.
is I think Brittany and I might actually have the same tattoo
Oh,
in the same
OMG.
spot. Not even gonna lie.
What is it?
Boom, 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 boom.
It looks
I mean, I love Brittany.
It looks
in
like the
first
bass clap and the
it looks
treble
like
clap.
She's going like this. It's Brittany.
Oh my god, I can't with that photo.
it's supposed to be a bass clef and a treble clef that makes it look like a heart. I think that's what that is. If it is, then we have the same tattoo in the exact same
Were
spot.
you zooming in? Are you zooming in
So-
over there?
You can't tell just by looking at it.
She looks
Girl,
like she
I'm
smells
trying
like a
not-
wet
I'm
dog in
trying
this
not to
photo.
look at her booty.
You can't see her booty. There's a diamond in front of it.
There's
I know,
a
that's why I'm
diamond
so
in front.
confused. What's the
Oh.
point of this
Ooh,
photo?
that's
By the
kinky.
way,
That's
I did
really
not add
kinky.
that. That is from Brittany's page. So, just
Like,
saying.
put your ass out. If you don't have your ass out, you might as well wear your ass out. Like,
Oh,
Listen,
my
Like
I
God.
really
Ria's,
let you
like Ria's
post
photo,
anything
like
these
Ria's
days.
video she posted the other day of her swimming in the pool. It's like
Right.
booty girl. Mm-hmm.
She does
What?
with her little.
Man, girl,
Yes,
I'm in a
hot girl
bathing suit.
summertime.
There's a time and a place. I'm just not naked standing there with a dog.
No, it looked good. It looked good. It didn't look like
Yeah,
you
come
smelled like
on,
a wet dog.
cheeks.
So you're good.
That growth has
So
been real,
are-
sis. We've been seeing them peaches. It's been growing.
Can you imagine what Britney Spears would have been putting out if she hadn't been under this conservative, whatever the thing is called? I don't know. What is that? What is the thing that her dad basically ran everything that she
Conservatorship?
put in? Yeah. Like, what would she have been putting out? Because this stuff she been putting out ever since she got her freedom has been a little crazy. You know, it makes kind of wonder, like, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's weird. That's
It's
weird.
a lot
Sorry.
going on there.
Why you got your dog up? And the dog looks so uncomfortable in that picture.
The dog's like,
like, oh man, how did you get me? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this.
Oh wow.
Well, in other news, Dave Chapelle was attacked while doing a stand-up show on stage, and they left his attacker with what appears to be two right arms or a left arm. I'm not really too sure.
Y'all, he looks like the Exorcist. He looks like
That's
his
crazy.
head is spinning around in the Exorcist. Like,
Oh man.
No, his
what's
security
crazy is they're
they
not
took
even charging
they took
the guy
advantage.
for stuff like that.
They made sure they're like, okay, someone attacks him. I'm about to use all my security power right now and just stomp this man out. They went in. They knew they could have stopped a long time ago, but they're like, you know what? We're gonna keep going.
Nah,
That
but
looked like one of them
like
moves
sound guys.
Chris Brown be doing.
Oh yeah, that
They
pop
said it
locking.
looked like a Nicki Minaj.
dislocating.
Yo, he got
Hey,
his
they
ass
tore him
whooped.
up. They tore him
Yo,
up, man.
even in the video, if you watch the video, Dave starts running back there because like you hear the guy on the video is like, "Is this real? Wait, I think that guy really just attacked him." And then he's in the back and he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "I think I was a transgender." He was just making jokes, and he's like, "Oh, he's getting his ass kicked back there right now. They stomping on him." Like he's saying it out
Oh,
loud.
man.
What made him do that? What was the point?
I don't know. Apparently, he's like obsessed with Dave Chappelle because he had a song he released like years ago where he was talking trash about him.
Obsessed in a negative way, like he wants to attack him, or obsessed like, oh my God, I want to be you and sleep with you?
No, I'm pretty sure he was like basically saying that he was a trash comedian and all sorts of other stuff.
Oh, like just like
It was
Hater.
a diss line in his
Yo,
song.
but the jokes were
Time out.
hilarious.
Time out. Jenny, I just want to say I missed you. I'm so glad. I know I didn't get to see you, when you came back last week, but I am so glad that you were here. You just brightened my day. So I'm so glad you were here. So, okay, I'm sorry. We'll go back. Let's go back to what we were talking about. This is hilarious.
No, even Dave Chappelle was laughing, and he was like, "Yo," he's like, "Chris Rock," he's like, "At least you got slapped by, you know what I'm saying, someone with a reputee." He's like, "I got slapped by a homeless man."
Aww.
He was killing
it's
it.
Well, it was
crazy.
funny because when he ran up to the mic, he was like, "Was that Will Smith?"
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Supposedly Jamie Foxx got up there and saved him and helped tackle the guy too. Like, yeah.
That's scary
Everybody
though.
wants
When you're
to
in the
get-
middle of doing a
That's
set
hella
and some
scary.
random person pops up with a gun that's a knife, supposedly. I think they were saying. I mean,
But
it's
by the way, there's
Oh,
no
he had
felony
a-
charges, nothing. Like, there's a
Wait,
misdemeanor.
he had a
might
weapon?
serve 100 days in jail,
Yes.
if that. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
He had
I thought
a
just went up
gun
there-
Yeah, but he-
with a knife. He had a gun with a knife on the end of it. Like,
It was.
Oh, I did not know that part.
He didn't have he
love
didn't
you,
have it
Jenny.
out when he was messing with when he actually tried to attack Dave Chappelle. He didn't have it out. When he got put backstage, that's when he actually pulled it out. So that's why right now they're saying that he's not being charged for a felony. He's being charged for a misdemeanor. And Dave Chappelle's attorneys and lawyers aren't very happy about that, which I get what they're saying. But they're saying that he didn't actually have a weapon out when he actually tried to attack Dave Chappelle. So,
but dude,
boy,
do you
his
have to get
shoulder, boy,
stabbed
that's
and
going
beat to death
every
on
time the
stage
wind
for you to
changes.
get-
Every time the wind changes, that shoulder gonna hurt. You just look at it and just know it's like, oh, that's gonna be
Like
a tough
flapping
one to
away.
deal with that one. It was like one
Dave
of
Chappelle
those
said,
things.
"Lucky he's weak."
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is what he looked
Oh,
like.
man.
Those car sales things.
Hey, sometimes you have to set an example for people. I bet when nobody else jump on stage from Dave Chappelle's show, I guarantee you that they gonna think twice because they ain't gonna want that same
Security's not
little
playing any
thriller
game.
move.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna want you up here.
Stomped out. That's crazy.
His
Tore
head
him
spun around.
Let's talk about Champagne Papi, ladies. How would you feel if Drake himself slid into the DMs and started following you?
And saying what though? I mean, just following me or like, trying to.
Well, apparently her husband was talking trash about Drake or how he was handling something about his son's
yeah,
game
I
or
saw
something
that.
like that. And he said he just followed his wife because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life.
I love the pettiness. I love that. Not
Are you
not
here
all
for
the
petty
time, but I
Papi?
loved that he
Posting.
did that. Because that man, he was just talking mess for no reason. So Drake was
This
like,
is
"You know
one
what?
of the this is one of the things where it would backfire on me because I'm one of those people that says like if my woman was to run into her like famous crush and she got a chance to actually have sex with that person, I would be okay with that. I wouldn't have any problem with that. So this is where that would back up. This is where
There you
this
go,
would
Cadence.
actually this is where we would have a problem. Abbie just left. Come on, Abbie, come on back. I know you're gonna ask a question about that, but this is where that would backfire on me because that would actually be like, no, don't do it. It's already too late because that's what would end up happening.
Right.
It would be
Yeah.
all bad, but
You'd give her the pass.
I
Or you
definitely,
could have this open relationship of just do whatever the hell you want to do.
So what I
wouldn't
want to
go
know
that far.
then is everybody that's listening, would you give your significant other a pass to have a one-time rendezvous with their celebrity crush? Yes.
You
No?
said rendezvous like they've been hanging out and all that. I'm not saying something like that. I'm just saying if chance happened and it just popped
He's
up
talking
like
about
that.
like basically a smash and pass or smash and go. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
If we had the same celebrity crush, you already know my answer. Can I come? Invite me.
2 for 1. 2 for 1 deal.
Put us in a group chat. I know. I'm like, put us in a group chat, please.
But the pettiness on Drake, that's definitely something you can see Drake do. No doubt about it. No doubt about
Facts.
it.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I love it.
yeah, that goes without saying.
And I bet he does it. I bet he does it to the famous people too. I bet he does it to them too. So
Yeah, just not as publicly. He usually doesn't clap back, so I thought that was pretty funny. I will say, though, it looks like we might have a psychic amongst us because Rhea, sis, you called it. Ray J stepped forward to talk about the infamous dun 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 sex tape.
she picked it. She said it.
You know what I'm saying? My intuition and my marketing. I went to school. I minored in marketing, so that helps. But I'm telling you, there are certain plugs and literally ways to market certain stuff. And I told you inside information because one of my friends who styles hair, works with Kris Jenner, had said she would go personally pick up the checks at the Pornhub and pick it up. Like,
Bum bum bum.
got my daughter's check today and drop it off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. It's
Y'all
a
heard
business.
that first right here on the Abbie Knights show.
Yeah,
Y'all
just
heard
It's a
that here.
business. And Ray J, I guarantee he probably like bluffed back in the day, and like he probably like was dating her, or something happened, and then she was like, "Listen, I'm gonna leak this tape if whatever." So then the mom, genius, was like, "You know what? If you leak that tape, let's go in on a deal." Like, you
do
know what
it
I'm saying?
50-50 straight across the
Like
board.
literally. So he was like, "Oh, this mom is down," because if you guys also know, Ray J is he's a pimp. Like if you in LA, he's known for being a pimp. So he always had the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Remember his show Ray J Love? That was him.
Oh,
pimping,
yeah. I love that
straight
show.
pimping girls, just pimping.
But he was
Well,
sleeping with
She
them.
keeps all the tea.
Like,
All
she
the
really
tea.
does. She knows. She
But
knows
he
about all
was
the
sleeping
tea.
with them. Pimps don't sleep with their hoes, though.
I guess
right?
this one does.
Ray
I
J
will
can't
say
stop.
though, Kim looks stunning at the Met Gala. I don't know if you
Man,
guys
she
had a
always
favorite
looks
look,
good.
but did
She
you know
always
the
looks
story
good.
behind her dresses?
Marilyn Monroe, and she had to get sewn in just like Marilyn did.
Yeah,
She had
so
to
that
starve
dress
Alma
that
for a
she
week
wore,
to
the
fit in
nude,
dress.
the nude dress with the jewels on it, the crystals, was actually the same dress that Marilyn Monroe won in that iconic video that they have of her singing "Happy Birthday" to the president.
Did
Yeah.
it stink?
And then she also got gifted with locks of hair, real locks of hair.
That's
from Marilyn
weird.
Monroe.
That was from
That
Ripley's
seems
Believe
weird.
It or
That
Not. Though.
seems-
I mean, it
Dude,
seems totally
she
normal
was
for them.
obsessed. She goes, "What is this?" And she was like, "Ugh." And I was like, "Ew, dude, this is like her hair. Like, what's happening here?" Like,
That was her pubic hair.
I feel like she's gonna do some
Oh
voodoo
my
with
God.
it, like channel my inner whore. Because technically, listen, guys, Marilyn, no offense, honey, she was in the streets.
Our show's gonna
Marilyn
get
was
canceled.
in them streets. Okay, if you did not know, we love you, girl, but she was in them streets.
Wow. So, do you guys think that Jack Harlow is the greatest white rapper of all time? Apparently, that's the
Yeah, no.
hashtag that's trending.
No,
You know, but his album that just came
one
out
of
is
two
okay.
not
to
even
say.
close. Not
I
even
know.
close.
He needs more accolades or something. I don't know. Like I
He's
have
more
any, but I'm just-
accolades.
He don't even have more accolades. Eminem is the greatest white rapper ever, even though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he needs more time.
Yeah,
little more
hands
time,
down.
little
There's
more-
not even nobody close. There's nobody.
And he
even
needs
close.
to do a battle rap. He needs to
Not
be in a
that
movie.
Island Boy
He
guy.
needs to be
Those
in 8
Island
Mile. Like, no.
Boys.
Wow.
I'm not even a fan of the new Eminem. I like the old Eminem. I like the crazy
The 8
Eminem.
Mile.
I don't like the clean. I'm happy that he's sober. I want to say that I'm happy and salute
Yes.
to your sobriety and everything like that. That's amazing. But I like the creativity that came from the one that was the younger Marshall.
Yeah.
That's the one I like.
I like the
But you
gangster
can't-
one. I
The
like that one.
non-sober
But you can't-
one.
Yeah, but
When
you
artists
can't
turn
deny
sober,
that
they're
man's
crea-
greatness.
Yeah, their creativity just
His
like
palms are sweaty.
I
Knees
agree.
weak, arms are heavy. I always listen.
I
That song
agree.
comes on. I always think I'm
The
instantly a
drugs
rapper
takes
for
you
a
to
few
another
seconds.
I
place.
know
Yeah.
it does, and I'm not supporting it. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Not supporting
like
it,
Chris
not
Brown.
knocking it.
You know what I
Chris
mean?
Brown's creativity when he's on crack is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
He be
That's how he
popping
can do all
every
them
fucking pill
dances.
and he be
What?
dancing.
That's how he do all them dances. You gotta come up with
Crack.
some. Oh, whoa, what? Oh, whoa.
We're talking about artists being on drugs
That's-
and how it enhances their creativity and their performance.
The
Oh,
These are
conversation.
Molly Percocets. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. What is this?
Okay. Well,
Kids
on
don't do
another
drugs.
note-
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Wow. Ex-teammate DK Metcalf was talking about how Russell Wilson is being portrayed as being boring and a square because he's a family man and he's good to his wife and he doesn't cheat. Cadence, what are your thoughts on that? You think it's cool to be out here and be amongst the women, or
Wait, you saw the
Are you
clip though,
pro
first and
team?
foremost, right?
I did.
You saw the clip of the dude talking about that he was a
Yeah,
square?
I seen it. I
Okay,
seen the
good.
clip.
All right.
I seen the clip and everything.
His ex-teammate, yeah.
When it comes
Why are
to
you
Russ,
stuttering?
no, when it comes to Russ, I'm trying to think of a right way to say this. When it comes to Russ, I believe that two things can be right at the same time. Russell Wilson is pretty much he's a square. He's a square type of person. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that in what he does and everything like that. And if he's happy in his life and what he needs to do, then so be it. But you know, he's always been. But if you knew him before, he was always different. He's like very big into church. You know, he was married before.
Yes.
You know, so this is nothing different. It's just everybody expects him to be somebody that he isn't, and he didn't conform. And now I got to be this person. So you know, so he is a square, but at the same time,
So
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
do your
figure
thing.
out where I can go find a square. That's all I'm
I
saying.
love their
I'll
relationship.
take a
They're
square.
so cute.
Mm.
Girl,
They do
no,
have
a very
I
good
went for a square and
relationship.
it
I
doesn't
agree
work,
with that.
okay?
Yeah,
What'd you say,
I
Rhea?
agree with that.
The squares don't work. I went for a square and he was a whore. No. That was the difference. I was like, and then my ego, I was way more hurt than I ever felt in my life because I'm like, the square played me. Like, if I was a player, I would have known, but like, the square played me. And I'm like, oh my God, my heart is crushed.
Oh
It took me
man,
forever to get over that. My ego was
Gotcha.
crushed. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Gotcha.
Like, this regular ass dude just broke my heart. Like,
Oh man.
squares, Abbie.
it's always the ones you don't expect.
Oh Lord.
It's always the ones you don't expect that do
I
it to
loved
you.
him.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Can you please call her? Can you please hit her up? If you listening, please call her.
Come on back,
Man.
Russell.
No, but shout out to
Okay.
him, man, for
Shout
staying
out
who
to
he
Russell.
is. Because I think that's cool. And like you were saying, Sierra and them, they look really genuinely happy. You know, and I think
Yes.
Sierra was the
They're
same
so
way.
cute.
Sierra had all the bad boys. She had Future. She
Yes.
had Bow Wow. She had all of them. And then she
Bow Wow.
found somebody that was actually down for her and appreciate who she was. So
And a
you
good
know,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
She said she
nothing like
prayed
a
for
good
him, honey.
grown sex man. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. She prayed for him.
Big shout out to Robin Thicke also. I was working his show yesterday. His vocals are off the chain live. Anybody out
Dope.
there that appreciates good vocals, Robin Thicke's voice is like, it's so smooth, man.
His son too, right? Yeah, his son sings and has a nice voice also.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So shout
I
out
think
to,
that's the one she's talking about, right? You're talking about
No, I
the-
mean like their kid.
Oh, their kid.
The
Oh,
kid,
okay.
The kid,
All
like
right.
I don't know, he's like 12 or something. Like a kid, like
Oh, really? Like a little kid?
9,
Okay,
10,
that's
yeah,
what's
like
up.
a little kid.
That's what's up. I was completely confused on that.
yeah. I was like, what?
Is he
So
still
big
with
shout
Paula
out.
Patton?
Big shout out to him and his band. Also to Lipe. Lipe was playing the keys at that show. So big shout out to him as well. So proud of him. I've known him forever. I always joke on him. I'm like, you remember them Fruity Loop days? And he's like, oh man. It's always that awkward laugh. He's like, you really didn't need to tell the people that, but I did anyway. So shout out to him. He did a great job. The show was amazing. If you guys get a chance to check out Robin in your cities, definitely do that, because it seems like right now the main thing he's doing is The Masked Singer. So people don't get to hear him sing that much. So I thought that was super cool. Also,
Yeah, I haven't heard him in a while.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky also announced his directorial debut. And there's a couple little hidden gems in there. I don't know if you guys noticed the grills
Yes.
on his and Rihanna's teeth that said "Marry Me,"
That's cute.
and she said
Sure.
"I do." Thought that was cute. I was like, is there a wedding on the horizon sometime soon? I got so excited.
But is that how he did it? Because she would have had to have the grills made, or did he like hand her the grills and was like, if you accept this, do you take that? Because like,
that's very flavor of love.
Proposal. Like, where was the proposal?
Shout out
and
to
this
Rihanna
is the difference between men and women, because I didn't even go that far into it. She just broke the whole thing. I didn't even go that far into it.
I mean, they were shooting a video. I don't think that was, I mean, I think that they probably were letting people know in case they caught it that maybe they're engaged. Maybe that's how they announced their engagement. I don't know. In the headlines in the news for this week, Cadence, you're gonna love this first one. I'm gonna run down this list real quick so we don't run out of time. Pornhub remains accessible in Russia. Also, there's a brand in China called the Banana Wow. And apparently you can actually peel back the banana layers like a real one. I've never seen an ice cream like that.
Oh, like the popsicle. I saw that.
Yeah. Antonio Brown was talking all sorts of smack about Colin Kaepernick. I don't even know. He always stays talking trash about somebody. Also,
that's
I
like
wanted to know. Him and Kanye, man, neck and neck.
Good PR is bad PR. Bad PR is good PR.
I wouldn't want to be his PR. The Great Resignation apparently continues. 4.5 million Americans quit their jobs in March, leaving 11.5 million jobs available. And should abortions be legal here in the U.S.? So go ahead, guys. Cadence, I already know what you're trying to make a comment about. I saw that headline. I was like, this is Cadence all day right here.
I don't know which one of those.
The banana peels?
Yeah, are you talking about the banana peels or abortions?
No, I was talking about Pornhub being accessible in Russia.
Yeah,
Pornhub. That was the least. I was like, what made you think that I would be about? Because
you always cracking jokes. I knew Jenny would be like, I mean, of course, duh.
Why did they take everything else away, but they leave in Pornhub?
Yeah,
but that's my whole thing. They literally canceled everything but Pornhub. That's the only thing that's
shipping girls from that country over here to make
no Netflix, no other streaming services.
The porn industry is the number one industry.
All these other countries complain about how immoral America is, and then when you find out what they're doing all of our immoral things too. You know, it's kind of ironic. Like North Korea, they do the same thing. You know, so it's crazy.
What about abortions? Do you guys think abortion should be legalized?
Listen, you're a woman. You do what you want with your body.
I agree 100%. That's what I think.
How you gonna sit there? Can you imagine how many babies there would be? I mean, why would you want people that aren't ready to be parents to have kids? I mean, first of all, people learn what a contraceptive is.
My thing is, what are you gonna do? What is going to be the penalty for this? You know, because every time you ask somebody about it who says that, it's like, what's the penalty? You're going to put all these women in jail? If you put the women in jail, are you going to put the men in jail also? You know, like, are you going to give tickets? Are you going to give traffic tickets? You know, like there's so much more that goes into it. The Plan B pills. What are you going to do with Plan B pills? Are you not going to allow those anymore? What happens if somebody brings a Plan B pill from Kansas and brings it down to Arkansas and it's illegal? Is that drug trafficking now? Like, there's so much stuff that goes on with what they're talking about. And they're just thinking on a bottom frame and just going, no, this is what we want and this is the right thing to do. But there's so much more that goes into it. But when it comes down to it, in my opinion, we shouldn't be telling people what to do with their bodies. You know,
exactly.
I think so. I don't know.
For everyone listening in, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter. Well, I guess I should say not TikTok. I mean, we're on all three, people. In case you do follow us, make sure you check us out. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Talks Radio, TAKS
Are you doing
Radio.
Hey, baby.
Oh, we lit.
Hey, baby.
We lit.
Hey, baby.
Oh, yes.
We lit.
Sis, what you got for us this morning? Got your little morning fix ready to go?
Yes.
Or actually, do you want to let the people know what your new name is? You gonna be dropping some gems today?
My new name.
She said it. She said it like it was gonna be some trouble, like you had something going on. I was like, ooh.
No.
Like
you
got a
dropping
special
gems,
announcement you want to
or
make?
you giving us a fix? I'm trying to figure out
both of them. I'm doing both right now, but
okay.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's well. My name's still the same. My name is still Jenny Ruby, but I'm gonna be dropping gems.
Her segment will now be called instead of the morning fix, dropping gems, or what would you decide to call it?
I don't know if this one's a gem.
I like the morning fix. Can we leave the morning fix? I like that.
You said what? I like to. Yeah, it's like a little bit.
The morning
I
fix
guess it
is
depends.
popping. You know, she got the tea technically. You know what I'm saying? And she got to get you right. I like the morning fix.
All right. We'll see what goes. But my name is still Jenny Ruby. Thank you very much. There you go. My name has not changed.
Jenny Ruby dropping gems.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Nice.
So you guys know that I was on vacation for like 2 weeks. So I went out the other night here in New York, and I was like hopping around the city. I went to like 3 different places, and I was like, what? I want to go out. I want to have a good time. But everybody was getting on my damn nerves. Like, everybody was getting on my nerves. And I'm like, why am I experiencing this? I was like, is it because I just had a 2-week vacation and I'm coming back and I'm back in New York City dealing with all these egos and the stresses of just New York? So I'm like, is it me? And I'm like, or are these people actually annoying? So how do you know if you are annoying, right? First and foremost, you have to be self-aware, and you have to be able to read social energy. So you can think of social energy as when you walk into a room and you read like the nonverbal and verbal qualities of all the individuals. They say that like if you walk into a room and it gets quiet or silent or people start looking at each other, you're probably annoying. So an annoying person is someone or something that makes you feel angry or impatient. And according to Science of People, these are the top 5 reasons why people find your ass annoying. Okay?
Run it. Let's go.
1, you ask too many questions, and not just questions that you know the answer to, but you ask questions of people, of making people do tasks for you that you can do yourself. Like,
oh
go
my
get
God,
that.
I love it.
Like, go
Very
get
true.
that for me. Get your ass up and get yourself. That's 1. 2, you're too loud. So a 2017 study proved that the level of loudness of a person or the environment can be considered annoying because it can be mentally and physically distracting and draining. So I think that's what I was experiencing. Coming from vacation and then coming back to New York, I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? There's just a lot going on.
Okay.
3, you interrupt. That's straightforward. 4, I didn't know that this is one of the top 5 reasons someone can be annoying. You have bad hygiene. Your odor has overpowered their senses and people just cannot take it. So therefore, you're going to be annoying because you come around stinking, smelling like wet dog. 5, you are too negative. You always have something bad to say and you just always turn something positive into negative. But there's this thing called toxic positivity. You know those people who are just like gung-ho, happy, sunshine all the time? Those people can come off as annoying. So those are the number 1 things that make the list, but there's also a few. Speaking with run-on sentences and not taking a break, being late, not cleaning up after yourself, and making every conversation solely about yourself. So if you find yourself experiencing some of these things, whether it come from others or yourself, it's time to check yourself because that's the last thing you want to be known for is annoying. Please, everybody, don't be annoying.
I agree.
Awesome.
That is it.
Aw, that was good.
Go,
All right,
girl.
people. So moral of the story today is don't be annoying.
And
have
do
good
not get
hygiene.
on my nerves, please. Like, if you see people tapping out on the conversation and looking the other way, just
Read the
stop
room.
talking, leave, or put on some deodorant. That's
Or
it.
if they just go, that's crazy. You give a big old long story and
Yeah.
somebody just goes, wow.
Like, yeah, exactly. You talking too much and it's not even interesting. Exactly.
You know what? You got to get straight to it. So our question of the day today is, what has cities but no houses, forests but no trees, and water but no fish?
Okay, wait, hold on. Say it slowly. What has cities?
But no houses, forests but no trees, and water but no fish.
I don't know.
The
Isn't there a dad joke or mom joke? What is it?
See, you just could have got me at the first one. I'm still trying to figure out the first part. And then we still got another two to answer.
I know
after that.
exactly. I'm like still breaking
My
it
head
down.
hurts.
Cities, but no whatever. I forgot.
But no houses, forests but no trees, and water but no fish.
I don't know. You got to tell us.
It's a map.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jenny.
What?
What?
It's a map.
A map.
A map.
So was this supposed to be like a dad joke or?
No, it's a brain teaser. Wow. Well, our topic of the day today is, should women do wife duties at girlfriend prices? No.
Well, how high is your price? Girlfriend.
Good point. Good point. I like that.
Exactly. Like you buying me a house or you buying me dinner. Two different things. As a girlfriend, I don't know.
So are you saying
Or you
can be bought.
you shouldn't do wife things if you are a girlfriend? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I could be, but I'll do if someone takes more time and invests in myself. I wouldn't say being bought, but if someone invests in me, I will, reciprocate more.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's necessarily bought, but you can help me in life.
So,
There we go.
wife duties, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the place, maybe moving in together, all that stuff, laundry. You ladies doing that for someone that's just a boyfriend?
I would.
It depends.
Yeah, you got a
I would,
twitch,
if that's
you
my
itching
man.
or something. You got a lot,
I say,
It's like,
I say
because,
you
like I
better.
would do it because I'm so nice, and then I'm like,
I am too. Yeah.
If that is my man, I don't mind doing all that.
Ain't no man
Yes,
gonna
my
be with
man.
y'all if y'all ain't doing some of that. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna have to stand up for us men out there. Shout out to my
There you
men
go,
out there,
Cadence.
but
Stand up for
that
your
ain't gonna
people.
work. That ain't
There
gonna
you
work.
go.
I'm not gonna lie.
If
I
I'm
say
saying
no,
you my
but-
girlfriend and you ain't doing no type of duties like that, then you ain't gonna be my girlfriend too long on that.
Exactly.
So what's the
yeah.
man's
So-
duty?
Huh?
So what's the man's
What's a
duty?
man duty? I don't know.
To
See now,
provide and protect.
I'm a gender thing because I don't really believe in a lot of gender roles and stuff like that. Like I said, for me, I like to cook, so
Oh,
that's
you
not
do.
really a woman's job for me. But a woman's job to me would be like going and getting small things from the grocery store, things that I necessarily wouldn't think about. But she's at the grocery store like, hey, we're gonna need 5 extra bags of toothpaste for no reason because someday he gonna come upstairs and want toothpaste. That's the type of stuff that I need, you know what I mean, as a woman duty. So if you're not doing them type of things, then you're gonna have to move around. But
Exit
but
stage
those are the
left,
type
huh?
of things. Some things are just there's some things you have to do and some things I have to do. I mow the lawn. I feel I don't think women should have to go mow lawns, so I'm gonna mow the lawn. Those type of things.
Okay,
So.
I understand.
Oh
that.
yeah,
So I
I've
think
never done
everybody should
that in
take
my
out
life.
trash. I know everybody don't agree with that, but
You live in New York.
I'm like
Jenny.
everybody take out trash.
I wouldn't
Take
expect
out
you to be
trash.
mowing lawns out in New York City.
I shoveled snow a few years ago. I tried it.
Yeah, I don't think
This
you
is
should have to shovel
She
snow.
tried and she
I
was
wouldn't
like,
make you shovel
it's,
snow.
it's not for me.
Yeah, no, I just tried it. I took a picture and everything. That was the first and last time.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
that's
that.
not
I'll mow
work.
the lawn if you have one of those car mows. Those are fun.
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
actually
that would be
push
fun.
the thing. No. But give me the little car, I will mow that lawn.
Yeah, in a bathing suit, get a
This
nice tan
conversation could go
outside.
so many
Yes,
different directions right now.
I
Wow.
agree with you, Cadence. Though, if you're not doing some of those things, like on the other end, like as a boyfriend, if you're not doing some husband things, then I'll be like, I don't know. And at the same time, it's like, okay, if you get married, are things going to change? Like you're just all of a sudden now you're my
Exactly.
husband. I'm going to be this completely new person. I feel like it's going to be
Yeah.
you're
It
going
should
to
be
gradually,
the same thing. Mhm.
yeah, you're
A
gonna. It's not going to
progressive
just change
thing.
like that. How you meet that person and before you get married, it's not going to change. It's going to stay the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be dating or being in a relationship with a representative of a person for too long. Rhea,
Go
since-
hard or go home. You gotta
Well-
put it all in there. You know what I'm saying?
what you got for us, Rhea?
Go
What you
hard
keeping
or
real
go
today?
home.
Right?
Gotta put it
go
all in
hard
there.
or go home.
right.
You feel me, Cadence? You know what I'm saying? No, seriously. 'cause
That
you
can
guys are
apply
really right. Like,
to a
I
lot of
do
different
I figured
scenarios.
Jenny would have caught that, but never mind. I
Yeah.
digress.
You know what, Cadence? You and I, we were right here, bro. I was thinking the same thing too. Words to live by, Rhea.
There you
I
go.
love you guys.
So
But
sis,
you
what you
know
got
I'm
for
always
us?
keeping it real. I got you. Well, first off, keeping it real, you already know the number one guy that used to keep it real. Kevin Samuels, we miss you. We're gonna miss you.
Oh.
Shout out to you and your family. And we're sending you love and prayers and condolences, you guys. But number one, man, keeping it real. I used to love watching his videos because he was honest and he was real and he gave your perspective, a woman's perspective. He gave the whole tea, the deal of everything. So We're gonna miss you. We're really gonna miss you. I just started watching some of the videos yesterday, and he was keeping it real with this. For example, this woman that was 35, and she's like, "Well, I make six figures. I want a man with six figures, and I want this and that." And he's like, "Okay, well, where do you see yourself on a scale 1 to 10? Okay, you can't say 7. This girl goes a 6, right?" He's like, "Okay, and without makeup, she's like a 5, right?" So he's like, "Why do you think a man with six figures is going to want a over 35-year-old woman, even if you make six figures, that has a baby daddy, like a kid that's 13, a baby daddy, and you're an average 5 or 6? Men that are literally in that percentile are what, 5% that are making over six figures or something?" He's like, "They're not going to be with a 5 or 6. And she's like, "Well," listen, you have to watch this video because she's still trying to like figure out how she could be relevant. He's like, "You're not listening to me. You're not understanding. Like, take a breath, pause. Please understand what I'm telling you. It's not going to work." He's like, "I am not a miracle worker." So he had awesome, great videos. So we're going to miss you. Shout out to Kevin Samuels once again for always keeping it real. Okay. And then
wait, what happened to him?
Other fun, lighter stuff. He passed away. So I think he was having heart problems. If you like, when I was reading the story, supposedly he's in his early 50s, but he was with a woman. I think he might have got excited. Something happened, right? But no, in the story, it says that he was having chest pains. And crazy thing is, she was a nurse. So she was like, "Oh, let me call 911. And he fell on her chest, supposedly. She called 911 and he was pronounced dead. So unfortunately, it's so sad. He was in his early 50s too, so we don't really know what's going on. That's just kind of what the story was revealed so far, through social. But other than that, stay updated. We'll keep you updated if there's anything else that happened within that situation. But we're gonna miss that guy. But also keeping it real, y'all. Okay, let's fast forward to some good stuff that's happening right now. Pete Davidson, right? We got the Kanye Pete Davidson situation. He has a Netflix special coming out. So what do you think about, he came out with some funny jokes. I never really heard Pete Davidson stand up, but I feel like this whole Kanye thing is going to boost him because he was making funny jokes, like, well, something that's even funny to joke about, but he was talking about having AIDS possibly. He's like, "I had an AIDS scare earlier this year, for example." And he's like, "Do you know how I found out? Because Kanye told me." He's like, so he had this whole thing where he's going on that he also even said that Kanye might possibly be Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, what do you think if he came in one day and they're like, "Hey, this is a new nanny," and Kanye's like, "What up, yo?" And he's all dressed up in like a big mama suit. But anyways, that would be kind of funny if he did something like that, because he probably would be crazy. But Pete Davidson, I think, was piggybacking off of the whole Kanye situation to help his jokes, but whatever. Yeah. Updated some news, okay, with that whole situation. And speaking of the Kanye and the Kardashians, Black China, what y'all think about the whole Black China situation? She actually, I think, lost that $100 million lawsuit that she was going against. Anyways, but supposedly she's crazy. She's stabbing, robbing people, and she has cases, and she's in the news again now for supposedly kicking some girl in her stomach, and assault charges for throwing this girl's phone because she thought this girl was filming her in Vegas, and she went up to her and took her phone and stomped on it. It was crazy. So I think she's at her breaking point. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, she has a lot going on. And then speaking of fighting people, she's actually getting paid to fight in a celebrity match, right? So you heard of the Island Boys, all these other people. They even got offered $1 million now to have a fighting show. So, like, what do you guys think about all these celebrities and all these matches? Like,
Sabrina Parr.
I'm here for it because it's boxing, but they're all making money off of it, and it's like a huge
fighting
thing now
shows
that all these celebrities are getting involved in.
Oh yeah, Sabrina Parr. She challenged Black China and said she could get it. So
I don't keep up with a lot of the reality. I don't watch any reality TV actually. But
who's Sabrina?
Jocelyn's show,
Lamar Odom's
that show that she be on, when they be fighting on that show, I don't even know the name of the show, but they be throwing down on that show. It ain't even no accident.
Jocelyn's
it ain't no
Cabaret,
we playing.
y'all.
Oh no. Woo,
Jocelyn's
boy.
Cabaret. I'm here for the reunion, by the way. I want that shit. I want that to drop.
Hey, I'll watch the reunion. I'll watch the reunion. Just see, that's better than pay-per-view. I don't know, man.
No, it really is.
They be fighting.
It's like a bunch of strippers fighting
crazy.
naked. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
So wait, Cadence, that's the only reality TV show you watch?
Not surprised.
That's the only one I'll watch.
One you go to.
And I'm not even, and it's weird because I'm not into girls fighting normally. I'm not into girls fighting. Like, I don't like female. Well, I was scrolling through a reel one day, and then it just popped up, and I seen the way they was fighting, and it was just like, ooh, that's interesting, because they like hood fight. I like hood fights. I like girl with a little ratchetness in them. I mean, that's cool, but
So I'm sure the naked part didn't
Like
didn't
the
play a role
bad
in
girl
that.
stripper club.
No, I've never even watched the show. So the naked part, I didn't even see that. That wasn't one of the things that I've even seen. But just the fights I've seen, they've been closed when I've seen them fight. I didn't know. Well, should I be watching that?
Do it like it's my
I'm
B
gonna go
day.
check that out.
Should
Do
I
it like it's my B day. Do it like it's my B day.
So is that all you got
Good
for
song.
us, sis?
That song is
That's it?
crazy. I'm not playing that
That's
one.
it. That's
don't
all I
think I'm
got
playing
right now.
that.
Yeah, there's so much more drama happening, but that's all the tea you gonna get today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
On that note, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.